Howdy folks, Big Ankovich here, and I used to be 300 pounds. I had diabetes, sleep apnea, all sorts of problems. And I was looking at these photos today and I was just thinking, man, why did I wait so long? Why did I putz around for so long for getting rid of that 100 pounds, fixing my diabetes, losing the sleep apnea? How did I do that? Well, I found the carnivore diet and I stuck with it. It's been 2 years now that I've been on a carnivore diet and I am feeling great. All that stuff is behind me. And I come on here and I talk about carnivore all the time on my channel. And what we're doing right now is the Carnivore Challenge. This is the September Carnivore Challenge. Me and Marshal are supporting each other as we try to regain our health using carnivore, alternate day fasting, and also some walking. That's what we do on here. Well, let's head into the daily videos where we talk about how things went here on Big Ankovich on health. All right, it is September 12th, 12th day of the September Carnivore Challenge in the awesome autumn. How's it going? It's going pretty good. Today was an eating day, and I had myself, first thing this morning, I had some of that pork that I smoked. It was pork butt roast that I smoked last weekend, and it's so tasty. It was really good. But it was a double treat today because then my second meal was pork ribs that I also smoked last weekend. So I had some more of that. And that was, the ribs I think are even tastier. Got even more of that tasty yum. But it was some pretty good stuff. So that's what I had for my food today. And I didn't do anything I didn't come home and cheat, although I considered it, I have to admit. I did. I'm pretty sure that and it's, I don't know why I do this, but you probably do it too, I would bet. I come home and I open the fridge and I look in there. I'm not eating anything. Why am I opening the fridge at all? But I still do it. I look in there and then I go, I have to close the door and walk away. And at least today, that's what I did. I didn't just eat something anyways. Once I finished eating my food, I started into my newest fast. So I'm going to be doing, and I'm trying really hard to actually get 72 hours this time around. Last week, I bailed on it and I didn't get 72 hours. I only got 60. So I'm trying to be much better this time around. Get a full 3 days fast. I've almost never done that. I get close to it, I'll get a 68 or something, but I usually don't get to 72. But this time around, I'm determined. I also did walking today. I did plenty of walking, when I was at work. I work in this little office, I guess you could call it. It's the feed room, but I'm in there and I'm working, and there's this big space in the back, and when things get a little slow, I'll stand up and just pace back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's how I get my steps in on days like today. So I did a lot of that. And then when I got home, I went out, I got on the trails, and I was walking. I did a good long walk, so I got 10,000 steps in just on the trails. And so altogether, I made it to 19,000 steps, which is a pretty good total. So I can't be, I'm not ashamed of that. I'm pretty proud of that one. And I managed to get all that in today, and I think things are going good. I'm excited about how things are going. This morning, I mentioned this yesterday. I forgot I was going to talk about it. This morning was the first day ever that I've had a second weigh-in under 200. So 2 days in a row, I'm under 200. So that, I'm getting there. I remember when I was getting close to Wonderland and I was saying, should I make it so that I have to average the whole week under 200 to be in Wonderland, or do I just get there once? If I get to 199.9, does that count? And everyone's like, oh, it counts. So I went with that. Got me there a lot earlier, made me feel better. But I'm getting close to where I may average under 200 here pretty soon. So that's exciting. Pretty excited about that. Let's head over and see what Marshall's doing. He was feeling sick yesterday. How's he doing today?
Thanks, Big. Hey, carnivores. It's Marshal here for day number 12. And I'm feeling much better. I had some good rest yesterday. I think, eating or not fasting and eating some food did me good. And I do feel better. And I actually went out and did a 2 mile walk today, which is kind of double what I usually do. Usually I do just over a mile if I do a mile. And since I felt good and it was a cooler day out, I thought, you know what? I'm home. I don't have to work. I'm just going to go see how far I can go. But I walked to a place, walked to a church that was about a mile away and rested up a little bit. And then I walked back a different way. And yeah, I came out just over 2 miles and yeah, felt good to get out there. My legs were hurting a little bit. They got more of a workout than they usually do, but that's good because that helps to get me ready for more walking. And yeah, but it felt good to get out and be in the fresh air and feeling good. Whenever you don't feel good, when you start feeling better, you appreciate it a lot more. Your good health, your good feelings. You're like, no, I need to take advantage of this. And so I did do that. Big had suggested that maybe I wasn't eating enough fat, and that can cause you to have energy problems or whatever. So I decided to have, when I got back from my walk, I cooked up some pork belly and some eggs and had that, and that was really good breakfast, and tied me over for quite a while. Later on in the day, I did have some smash burgers. I didn't put cheese on them. I just ate the burgers, and I had some salt on them, and they tasted just fine, just great. And that was good. And I'm trying to think what else I had. I know I had. I don't know. Maybe I need to stop buying hot dogs because they're just so easy to grab out of the fridge. You can heat them up and do whatever with them, but sometimes just eating them cold out of the fridge is fine. And but maybe that's becoming too much of a crutch. And yeah, it is processed food. That's not the end of the world, but if that's if I'm eating that every day or every other day, and relying on that, then yeah. And I've said this before, this isn't anything new. So we'll see how I do, or if I buy any more hot dogs, but they are convenient to eat. But yeah, I felt really good, and go on. I thought about doing a 72-hour fast over the weekend. I'm still mulling that over in my head, seeing if I'm going to do that, and we'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow.
All right, Marshall, nice work. A 2-mile walk, doubling your normal length. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. And yeah, you're going to get a little sore from something like that. My legs are sore all the time from all the walking that I do. They're sore right now, for that matter. But yeah, keep it up. I don't know if you want to do the 72-hour fast this weekend, not just right after having been feeling sick and stuff. You don't want to cause it to come back. I don't know. But it's up to you. You are the man in charge of yourself. And so do what you feel is necessary. All right? And yeah, just, keep going. I think I've heard somebody say that before, and he was a very wise man, so keep going. All right, Marshall, you got this. Okay, folks, we'll see you next time on Big Anklevich on Health.